This is Transformers Reveal the Shield Battle in Space Comic Pack 2-pack of 2 deluxes, repainted, repacked, whatever. Cyclonus versus Rodimus, or Rodimus Prime, Rodimus. The 2-pack, I believe, is the only 2-pack wave in the entire Reveal the Shield toy line. They're, as I said, repaints. Previously released classics Rodimus and Transformers Universe Cyclonus. Same mold, just different paints. Plus the addition of the Reveal the Shield rub symbols. What faction could they belong to? Decepticon. And Rodimus is an Autobot. Pretty cool. They also come with this die cast, pretty heavy, as you can see. It's a die cast matrix, which none of them can hold, and none of them can store in any of their chambers. It has some holes for a chain, which Hasbro conveniently left out. There is no chain. You have to improvise and maybe build one on your own so you can hang it on Cyclonus, or if you have Galvatron, do it on him. So yeah, pretty useless but neat. It's a cool accessory, but doesn't do anything. It can be a keychain for all we care, but it's neat, but it's useless. Okay, so we're just gonna leave it at the back, right there. Okay, before we begin, just wanted to say that it is a comic pack, and so it comes with this IDW written by Simon Furman and illustrated by Boo, Transformers Rodimus versus Cyclonus, and it narrates a sort of, the backdrop is obviously the 1980s movie, and it goes on in the end by saying the story was concluded in the 1986 animated film Transformers the movie. So it's let's just get them out of the way first before I keep hitting them. Okay, it narrates a scene or an episode that could have happened in between scenes in the movie. I'm not entirely sure if the events in this are actual Transformers canon, or it's just an imagining or reimagining what could have happened in between scenes of that movie. As you can see, they got the date even wrong. The Planet of Junk 2005, and that the movie is 1986. Or in the particular universe, in 1986, they thought this could have happened in 2005. Is that it? Oh, come on, Hasbro, don't give me that crap. IEW. Anyway, so as you see Galvatron, obviously this is the backdrop is when the fall of the Autobot city, and Unicron had already reformed Megatron into Galvatron, Thundercracker into Scourge, and Skywarp into Cyclonus. And you can argue that Cyclonus could be the Insecticon, Scourge could be somebody else, but for me, Scourge was Thundercracker and Cyclonus was Skywarp. Okay, so don't debate. And it's nice because they try to illustrate, except the Dinobots, all the figures that they've tried to do in the Generations and Reveal the Shield line. You see Warpath, Grapple, you even see Lugnut here. I didn't know Lugnut was part of the movie. But anyway, they're trying to promote their figures, so whatever. Yeah. This Cup, even this version of Cup looks a lot more like his the Generations figure, as you can see, instead of the G1 figure. So, but that's marketing for you, trying to market it. A couple more things I wanted to say. Just yeah, so Cyclonus and Rodimus, they fight because Rodimus sort of challenges Cyclonus into this ancient battle ritual called the Aria Bellum. Is that even a real thing? Aria Bellum. Sounds like a music group. Anyway, I just wanted to point out there is a scene here that Cup talks to the reinforcement of Autobots. He says, here we go, he says. Cup, what's shaking? You obviously know who that is, right? And who that is. And he says, Grapple, Warpath. Need you guys to make sure to make your ship highly visible. I'm like, okay, Simon Furman could have said he was talking to Warpath. Warpath was hidden somewhere there, and he was ignoring tracks. Okay, fine. But you get a similar scene. Where is that? Here we go. You get a similar scene, and you see the two guys. Obviously, you know who that is, and obviously you know who that is, right? But he says, grapple. He got grapple, right? Lug nut. So he doesn't know who this guy is. He calls him Warpath in the other frame, now calls him Lugnut. Lugnut's not even an Autobot. Mr. Furman, that's unforgivable, okay? What the hell? Two typos. I mean, the first one was forgivable, but this one is unforgivable. Okay? So anyway, that's just a couple of things on and the rest of the assortment of the Power Core Combiners, which sadly ended. Reveal the shield. So, okay. Let's get down right to it. Rodimus, yeah. Animated sort of cartoony colors on the old mold. And Cyclonus is actually a lot more accurate this time around. He's more cartoony. He's yeah, okay. He's sort of the cartoony colors, but a lot more accurate than the previous incarnations. Which he's sort of a cross between the Henkei Cyclonus, which is a very light periwinkle, light purple or periwinkle. He's like just purple, versus the deep violet universe Cyclonus. So he's the most accurate, I think. But this thing just ruined it, I think. I don't know. It's okay, I suppose. I wish they could have retained it as a Decepticon symbol and just hid it somewhere here, put the sticker somewhere. Same with Rodimus. I wish they could have done that, but they probably wanted to save on cost and use less paint, so that's about it. Alright, so there they are. They're the exact same mold. For Cyclonus, is there mold degradation? Apparently not. Everything's tight. Nightstick, his Minicon buddy, can still plug in. Plug his butt in into Cyclonus' hand. That's still fine. Very, very cool. I actually like this version of Cyclonus. This figure is actually pretty neat. Let me see if we can show Nightstick in his robot form. Okay, there we go, Nightstick. Rodimus, is there mold degradation? Well, apparently so. That's pretty loose. And they've repainted the missile into this ugly blue flame. Doesn't even look like a blue flame, it looks like water. So, but the gun's still cool, and he still retains his mini buzzsaw cutter. So, bit of mold degradation there. Yeah. Just look at this paint. It's so vibrant. If at all tighter in some places and looser in others. So, should you buy this set? If you don't have them yet, by all means, but don't pay more than retail price for it. If you already have them, absolutely not. Do not waste your money on this. If you absolutely must get them because you're just a Cyclonus and Rodimus nut and you have to get all versions of these molds, sure, but wait for it to go on clearance, or don't pay more than retail price at the least. But if you're saving up for other Transformers figures, just save your money and pass up on this one. If you already have the previous incarnations of these molds, because they're very good molds. Okay, they are Transformers, so I suppose we should transform them. Okay, start with Nightstick. Okay, Cyclonus. Let's do Rodimus first. Yeah. Fold. Yeah. Okay. tight hips. And that. Very loose ball joint. Okay. Look how ugly they've done this yellow paint. I absolutely hate the yellow. The blue is okay, but this, oh my god. This thing's just falling apart. This yellow just makes it look very cheap. It's so lemony. Lemony snickets. Okay, okay. My arm. Okay. It's a shame because it's such a wonderful mold and they ruin it with an ugly paint job. Okay, come on now. Okay. Okay, there is Rodimus in his very 80s cartoony alt mode. There. And here's Rodimus. Hot Rod. Okay. Cyclonus, perhaps my favorite, if not one of my favorite molds there is. It's fantastic light piping. Look at that. Don't even need a flashlight. Just one of my favorite deluxe molds. Just absolutely love this. Now if I can just remember how to transform him. Come on. Wow, look at that. Just great paint apps. There's hardly any quality issues. There's a few scratches here and there. It's just that the design of the paint for Rodimus is really what's bugging me about it. It's okay, I suppose, but so you get one crappy figure and one really awesome figure. Okay. Okay, come on now. Okay. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I do it right. Okay. Okay, okay. Wow, look at that. A fingerprint. Darn it. Impossible to see it in packaging. Darn it. Curse you, Hasbro, and add all praises for this figure. Okay. Darn it! No, I can't keep him in alt mode. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. Alright, and let me just lower the landing gear. And in front. Mount nightstick. And there is Cyclonus in his alt mode that has some poor quality maps. So anyway, as I said, don't really have to pick this setup. If you can see it on clearance, that's probably the only way you're going to get it. So there you go. I hope you found this video informative in some way. If you want to know my latest toy purchases and upcoming reviews, please follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. There you go, folks. Transformers Reveal the Shield, Battle in Space, Rodimus versus Cyclonus. Thanks for watching.